Hello. So now I am going to tell you about guest packets, what I do at an in-home party. What do I give the guests? Now you can go to Pinterest and Google and whatever and search and find 5,000 million different ways to do this. And frankly, there's not really a right or a wrong. I'm going to give you my opinion and then you're going to figure out what works best for you. But just like Hostess packets, less is more. And if you give them a clipboard or a folder or whatever file thing, and it's got like that much stuff in it, and nobody's gonna look at it, okay? So I recommend not doing so much. It's too much work for you, and it's way overwhelming for your guests. So this is what I do. I found these pink, they're like that plastic poly folder. They've got the 3 ring thing in them because sometimes I will put in a sheet protector with something in it in the middle. I like having the option of using that. I don't always use it. Currently, that's not what I do. And it's just got clear flaps, okay? Super simple. I like that they're plastic because they're not going to get bent or written on or broken quite as easily. Every time I go to Walmart and I see these on clearance for $1, I snag like 10, or I get them at Dollar Tree. So you can get them for very inexpensive. That's what I like. Plus they're pink. Hello. You can get clipboards on 31 Today in your back office. And they're really nice. They're clear. They've got the logo on them and whatever else. Frankly, I don't want to pay that much. So I'm cheap. Did I say cheap? No, that's not what I said. Okay. So this is what I have in my packet. It's super simple. So in the front, I have the customer special flyer for the month. I have a catalog, both of which have my label, contact information on them, because when they leave the party, I encourage them, hey, take this catalog home with you. Keep it, okay? All my contact well, clearly this one doesn't have a label, but a normal catalog would have a label on it with all my information, so she knows how to get a hold of me if she needs to. Also, she might order something again because she has this catalog sitting around at her house. That's all I have on the one side is the customer special flyer and the catalog. On the other side, I tuck in something about recruiting. It might be a recruiting flyer, the opportunity brochure, whatever I have on hand. I've also typed up a nice letter that tells them a little bit about me and why I joined 31 and why I like 31, something that they can just look at. It's a conversation starter that they can take with them if they want. So this is a document that normally I print front and back, and for whatever reason this one is not front and back, but I will give you a copy of this if you would like to use it. And this is for booking a party, and this is a great thing for them because first of all, this one says how do you want to party, and it gives them options because a lot of people don't realize that there's more than one way to party, right? And so I put on here girls night, go to your house, meet up at a coffee shop or a restaurant, even have a play date with our kids. Let's find a way so we can meet up in person. A fundraiser. Do you have a cause near and dear to your heart? Maybe you'd like to raise funds for your child's team or group. Church groups, missions trips, adoptions, the list goes on and on. Let's chat and see how I can best help. Facebook. Pick a date. Let's have a unique Facebook party like none you've ever been to before. No cleaning your house, food cooking, or bras required. Catalog party. Grab a couple catalogs, take them to work. Borrow a few of my products to show off. If you can collect at least $200 in order, I will give you some Hostess rewards. Super simple, super easy, right? And then on the other side, or stapled together if they don't print right, it's just a little sheet that they can fill out with their contact information. So even if they don't order tonight at the party, I still have a way of getting a hold of them. I still have all the information I need to put them in my back office to follow up with them later if for some reason this booking does not go through. And it also gives me just everything I need to get the party started. So their name, the party date, we're gonna lock in a date right now, the time. If it's an in-home party, maybe what her theme was gonna be, so I have an idea of what I wanna do to get prepared for that. Her address, phone, email, her name on Facebook, because a lot of people don't use their last name on Facebook these days, or they use like a nickname or something like that, and so I always ask for their Facebook name so I can friend request them and find them more easily. And then I also ask them for their preferred method of contact. This is very important. This is like their love language, okay? I'm a busy person, okay? I have a lot of kids. I'm near my phone a lot, but I never check my email. Shouldn't say never. I'm not very good at checking my email. So if you communicate with me via email, it's going to take a while for you to hear back from me because that's not my preferred method of contact. Even though it's easier for you and that's how you like to do it, kind of doesn't matter. It's whatever the hostess wants. So I always ask her, would you prefer me to call you, text you, email you, or Facebook private message you? And I will contact you that way. This is like super duper important. So I will give you a copy of that. And then I also put in a copy of the order form. And then I always tuck the order form in the back. And this is why. I don't want her to fill it out, frankly, because nobody knows how to fill these things out. And you can't read their handwriting anyways. So what I do is I will ask them to please fill out the top so I have all your contact information. Leave this blank. Let me fill this out and help you with this, because that also opens up conversations for you to talk about the prints, how would you like to personalize it, things like that. So it gives you opportunities for upselling and offering her solutions to whichever problem areas she has in her home or life. But it also is helping it to get filled out correctly so you can read it and it gets entered correctly. And then you can fill out the bottom for her. So I always kind of tuck this in the back, and I don't really make a big deal out of it. I'll just say, hey, there is an order form in there. Just fill out the top. I will do the rest for you when we chat at the table. So that is it. That is all I put in my host pack or my guest party packets. Super easy, super inexpensive. I own at least 20 of these that are always packed up and ready to go in case I need them. I generally take 12 to 15 to a party depending on how many guests she has coming. I always make sure there's a few extras in case there's people, because I don't want to have somebody share. Even though the hostess has her hostess packet, I like for her to have something to hold at the party as well. And I always make sure I have one set aside for me for when I do my party presentation. I need something to hold so I can walk them through it. So that is all I put in my party packet.